I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. Cause no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. You know, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Nicki. There's no
Mike Tyson, the man with the reputation and nickname, the baddest man on the planet. The man who bit off Holyfield's ear and gifted it back years later. The man who chews handfuls of mushrooms and is one of the scariest men alive. In his prime, Mike was one of the best heavyweights to ever live. He was a giant slayer, and most of his opponents were much bigger and taller than him. Even though Mike was the smaller guy, he had the aura of a titan. He was feared by all of his opponents, and no one would dare stand in his way. If you did, destruction would await you. But in Baki's verse, things are a little different. It all started when Yu-Gi-Oh defeated an elephant the size of a dinosaur, and traumatizing the last remaining soldier that was sent out to kill it. Later, Baki was challenged by a grade schooler, but no one in the right mind would take this seriously, right? But nope, Baki spanked the shit out of that kid so goddamn hard, it imprinted on the kid's ass and sent him flying. Later, Baki and the kid randomly becomes friends, and Gary decides to show up out of nowhere and start talking about how Yu-Gi-Oh defeated a kaiju elephant. Baki's reaction to this was Baki goes on to try to find a sparring partner, the first one being Iron Micheal, definitely not Mike Tyson. Wait, is that Customato in the back? So Baki fights Iron Micheal, but it's all in his head. Apparently, imagination is all you need to summon the baddest man on the planet. So after getting scratched up a bit by imaginary Mike Tyson, Baki defeats him using one kick to the head. Later, Baki and his friends catches a praying mantis. Baki imagines a 200-pound mantis and goes terribly wrong when he fights it. But none of his usual attacks work, so he fingers the imaginary mantis to death. Baki leaves his friend and kidnaps the president and negotiates to be sent to the Arizona State Prison to use Biscuit Oliver as a sparring partner. Biscuit Oliver is the guy who took a buckshot to the stomach and a katana to the chest and brushed it off like it was nothing. Mr. Unchained. Baki goes through the inspection, and I got worried when I watched this because I thought there was gonna be a cavity inspection. But phew, it was just an x-ray. Baki goes to see Oliver. Oliver makes something clear that he's number one in this prison. Baki tries to sucker punch, but Oliver devours his punch. Baki gets sent to his cell and he sees a figure rise up from one of the beds. Iron Micheal. Anime version of Mike Tyson is huge. Mike Tyson explains the ranking in the prison. The thing is, this prison even got Mike Tyson scared. Can't really blame Mike, no one wants to die in a hellhole like this. You can't even talk or you'll get your skull smashed in. If you step out of line, you'll either be sent to the hole or get shot. The prisoners are psycho. I mean, just look at this guy. You know he's done some craziness before coming here. And everyone in this prison are built like bodybuilders. Now, don't even get me started with John Guevara. Bro sleeps in the closet with his eyes open while holding the nut jar. Talking about it's a good day to die. Dude makes steel spoons wobble. Why does this prison even have steel spoons? Sounds like a good way to turn this place into London. During chow time, John Guevara gets challenged by a huge sumo wrestler and they decide to go play in the gym. They do some sumo wrestling, and when the guy tries to lift him up, John Guevara does his voodoo magic and smacks dude's ear, giving him cauliflower ear and stunning him. Then takes time making him a flower out of hair and puts it in his ear. Ah, how nice. Then destroys his ear using freaking hair. Guevara leaves victorious. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought Guevara ran the joint, because dude's out here taking guns from guards and smoking cigarettes in front of them. Later, people outside of the prison hired some strange guys to jump Mike. They go by the mouth and they fight real dirty. Mike meets them and he's thinking this will be easy. The mouth starts surrounding Mike and activating Talk no Jutsu. While Mike is caught in the Talk no Jutsu, one of them sucker punches him. Mike tries to attack one of them but gets tripped by the other, then slapped up mid-fall. Then they all start jumping Mike. This was hard to watch. Everything seemed so hopeless. Mike lost his composure and starts chasing one of them, but it just makes him even more exhausted. And then a flying kick to the back of the head. The mouth starts stomping Mike. Mike makes a run for it and gets into a corner, regaining his composure. Mike starts doing his peekaboo style, except I don't know what he's supposed to do since those guys are like 10 feet away from him. But at least one of the background characters start rooting for him. Mike's bloody and beaten. Only in Baki where the characters are unbelievably strong, but the real life legends are disrespected. I mean, look what happened to Miyamoto Masashi. He was killed by a kiss from an old lady. Ali Jr.'s future kids were taken away from him. Mike gets held down and stomped out with no mercy. These mouth guys are no joke, but after what happened here, they better not drop the soap or Baki gonna show up with vengeance.
A whole bunch of turbulence! A whole bunch of turbulence!
Just when all hope was lost, a strange man comes rolling out. John Guevara, and they know they done fucked up just by the look on their face. John Guevara starts beating people's asses and handing them holy shit mouth punishment.